Get the music going. Welcome back, everybody. So, where we last left our posse. You guys had arrived, or residents of Tombstone, on all manner of different ways. And, the four of you got involved in a mysterious string of disappearances around town. And, these, disappearances, you guys learned, were being caused by a creature, to use a term, and a creature that you guys pseudo-identified as a hungry ghost, which was this shape-changing abomination, and you guys finally tracked it down. It was inhabiting the body of Mr. Shine, father to one of the disappeared, Aaron Shine, and Decker, using his magic, while Mad Dog Lewis held the thing in place, put a magical card straight through its chest, killing it.
Mad Dog Lewis.
And that's literally where we ended. So, we're going to start right where we left off. Mad Dog, you're now holding the corpse of this strange abomination, and the rest of you just kind of take in this moment. There's a dead, half-eaten whore on the bed, to use an indelicate term, since Goldfish was giving me shit for using Soul Dove too much.
Right.
Use Lady of the Night.
Lady of the Dead, more like. Ba-ding.
Yeah, well, at this point, yes.
Dead whore.
Jeez.
Yeah, time to cry. Oh yeah, I'm holding it. That's beautiful.
Yeah, you're just holding it. It's
Yeah.
starting to
Give me.
bleed.
Yeah,
It's probably not
give me-
like...
Give me a second here. Oh, okay. All right. Gonna hold it, and then, my amazing strength, just lift it up, and then slam it on the ground.
Alright.
And then I look at it, and I look up at the group. See Gwen just, cowering in the corner. Well, not a corner, just a little bit far away. And I go, what the fuck is this? What the fuck are you? And I seem worse than that whore being dead and eaten.
I like that.
maybe not
I like
worse.
how that plays out. You're like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck are you? And that dead whore? Don't bother me.
Yep.
Decker's going to have a relatively surprised look on his face as well and say, I was expecting it to be a person, and I was just going to zip a playing card at him, which hurts pretty freaking bad if you've ever had it done at you. You definitely cut somebody up pretty good with these things. I'm going to sit here and start playing with my cards again.
Yeah, last
Now,
time
I
checked,
think
the playing
everybody
card gives you
saw-
paper cut.
That it wasn't just a playing card that came out of your hands. It was glowing. What color was it glowing, Decker?
It really just says, hold on, because I actually just updated the trappings. Hurls a playing card from his sleeve with devastating force called Soul Blast, so it's not glowing or anything.
Oh,
it's
okay.
just
I thought
a
you said it was energized.
I mean, it is, like, because it's going really fast.
Sure,
like,
sure, but it doesn't have... Okay, so, yeah, literally he just, like, threw a... Okay, alright, well, I retract
We
my
drew a
statement.
card at the speed of a
What?
He
Doesn't
literally
make it
just,
any
like,
better.
hurled a... Yeah, he hurled a card.
Dude, that's what I'm
card.
trying to tell you. It doesn't make any sense. The card sunk right into it. You were wrestling
Okay.
with it. What's it made of?
Yeah, I see you want to try to avoid it, but no, you can't. How the hell do you kill something with a playing card?
That is an excellent question. And adds to the mystery, doesn't it?
You know what? This is
Okay.
why after this, I'm done with all of you anyway. So whether you want to explain or not, I don't give a shit.
Mad Dog, I think you're not focusing on the right... The thing you
No,
were...
I know what to focus on, and I don't need your
The
advice
thing you
on
were
it.
holding down, it ate a fucking human being.
Nothing new in the Weird West, but,
Nothing new. How many times for fucking breakfast do you see this?
Well, when you're in my line of work, you see a lot of dead bodies. And I've
Oh,
seen
dead
worse.
bodies, yes. I've seen plenty myself. Had people die in my hands, but Like, for Christ's sake, the cannibalism, or I'm not even sure if it qualifies here. Like, what the hell's that thing? And I'm gonna point at the dead thing.
Oh, that's why that was my first question. The hell is this thing?
Just really disappointed that now I have to buy a whole new deck of cards.
I'm gonna turn to Decker and I'm gonna say, Decker, what the hell is that thing? Stop focusing on your cards.
I know,
Well,
right?
it's
It sounds
so
like you wanna
obvious that we have to
avoid it.
figure out what this thing is.
Like, you want to avoid feeling what the hell you are, and then you just keep coming back to it. Either shut up about it or tell us.
Okay, Grumpelstiltskin. Regardless, I need a new ace of spades. So, we need to stop by the general market. But, other than that... Still doesn't, yeah, you're right. Still doesn't solve the answer of where our friend is from.
Yeah, you know,
Chicken with a
Go
game
ahead.
here. How did you describe the creature again?
It looks like an emaciated corpse. It's gray,
Oh.
like dark gray, and it has a pot belly.
Okay, so it's like a humanoid with fat belly or something like that?
yeah, it
just-
has a human
Oh
shape.
my
like
god.
It looks weird.
like
Okay.
a zombie that's fat.
And
I thought it
do
was
we
a dog.
recognize it as the husband of the Miss Shine, or
Oh
not?
no, it doesn't look a thing like that.
Okay, so no trace of Mr. Shine, who was supposed to be in this room.
So I just
Speaking-
realized that my headset was turned down. So
Rip.
what are we looking at?
The
We're
corpse
looking
of
at
the-
a emaciated humanoid with a fat belly that does not look like Mr. Shine, who should have been in this room. So obviously he's nowhere to be seen yet. Yeah, and it looks it has gray skin too. So either it's undead, if you like to believe in that, or it's just a weird creature.
Well,
Right.
whatever it is. Oh, sorry.
And in all honesty, I really just didn't even give two shits about this job. It turned to some stupid ass murder mystery. Didn't really care. And now I'm dealing with something I don't even fucking know. Well,
Okay.
two things I don't know.
Well-
No, okay, not done talking. I'll let you
Okay.
two investigate, because whatever the hell this is isn't my specialty. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Excuse me. Fucking throat. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk out the room. And
If you want Mad Dog, but can I request something from you?
what?
We do not need mass panic if we want to solve this.
There
Could
is
you
no
make
mass panic. I'm the most calm one here. I'm just not dealing with it.
Please let me finish. Could you go out of this room and make sure nobody fucking bothers us?
I'll just check the person in, tell them not to come, and be done.
Thank you.
Tip my hat
This-
and walk away.
Oh, he's difficult. Okay. Now, I don't really want to approach this thing. Are you sure it's dead? It seems dead. Okay.
No,
we'll
it's,
put-
it
we'll put
looks very
extra.
dead.
I bumped Indigo's shoulder. I mean, not Indigo, I bumped Decker's shoulder. Just cuz.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attempt to figure out any sort of clue on that creature. Like, what would I be looking for? Maybe. No, not traces of magic. Obviously, I wouldn't be quite good at that. So, what could I get with notice? I could get. Does it has a semblance of of being a formerly human? Can I decel if it's the body is gray because it's rotting, or if it's gray because of something else that I don't understand? So just general physical attributes, Jaken.
Yeah. All right. Well. Oh, you know what? I don't want to screw up this time, so let's go ahead and do this now. Gonna shuffle.
No, yeah, we didn't do our fate.
Shuffle.
Fate chips.
Deal 3 to all players. Deal 1 to me.
Oh
Deal.
gosh.
I don't know if I'm just lucky with these or what.
You get 3 blues.
I don't know. I got all of them.
One of each.
Like every color. Yeah, one of each.
Nice.
I always get all 3 white.
Do you mind going? I know that the red one's the one you want to use in like a crisis situation. I think that's the only thing I have burned into my memory.
All right. So
No,
you
let
can
me-
use
you
them
can
in
use
a
it.
Let me
crisis
recap.
to get the bonus, or
Let
you can
me
use them
recap.
Oh
as
yeah,
white.
that's. I was
Let
just
The
looking for
blue
a
ones
recap.
are
Me-
more the crisis.
Recap. White chips you can spend to reroll any action. You take the higher of the 2 rolls. Red chips you can either spend as a white chip, which means nothing special, Or you can spend the red chip to add 1d6 to any roll you currently have, and it negates natural ones. So if you get a natural 1 on your trait die, and you spend a red and to add a d6, it negates that 1. However, every time you spend a red token in that way, I, as the GM, get to draw another chip from the Fate deck. And then the blue chip is exactly like a red chip, however, I don't get to draw from the Fate pot. Now, one other thing I want to cover before we continue is last night, or Thursday night, I should say, when you guys were just throwing out your chips, it was very confusing who was spending what. So, I'd like to... What is happening? Let me close that. It's bugged. Alright. So, what I'd like to do is, going down the list alphabetically from your characters in the journal, I'm going to allocate space for you guys, alright? So, since Mad Dog is listed as Charlie in characters, he's going to be in this corner, alright? And then Decker, you're the next one. So let me find your color. I'm going to delete these. I'm just doing this for... You're going to be in this corner. And then Gwen... Why do you guys all have to be purple? Gwen, you're going to be in this corner. And then, lastly...
Oh, you're talking about them.
Lewis, you're going to be in this corner. This is how we're going to do it from here on out, okay? So when you...
Not all of these are purple.
They're all shades of purple. What do you want from me?
If they're all shades of purple, they're purple.
So this is how it's going to be from now on,
Different
guys.
shades.
So Mad Dog, whenever you throw out a token, you're going to put it in the top left.
Yeah.
Gwen, you're going to put it in the bottom left. Deck, you're going to put it in the top right. Lewis, you're going to put it in the bottom right. And when I play them, I'll play them straight to the middle. Cool?
Perfect.
Cool.
All right.
Only if we remember.
So, you just made a notice check. Well, if you need to ask, just ask me, and I will tell you. Or you can write it down somewhere on your character sheet. I don't care. Moving on. So that's a fail. Lewis.
Yeah. So I figure it's just a creeping.
Yeah, you're like, it doesn't... Honestly, even with the failure, this thing, if it was human, it looks fucked up. You know? Like, you've never seen a human with any kind of deformity that looks like this.
Right.
Okay.
And that's obvious
Would-
without making a roll.
Is
Yo,
it
would
this
you
is
allow
all
me-
night.
Would you allow me a second roll to look for traces of Mr. Shine? Or do I keep that notice roll for the
If
same
you're
thing?
looking for something different, then yeah, you can make another roll. Or you can spend a fate chip if you want to improve that roll. But yeah, if you're looking for something else, then yeah, that's a different roll. So you can make another notice check to look for signs of Mr. Shine.
Which is what I'm gonna do, because now I'm looking for signs of Mr. Shine.
Well, you don't see
I
any.
don't see any signs of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around to the two other people that are still in the room and say, guys, a little help, because Mr. Shine's supposed to be around here.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna lean down and looking at him. Feeling like where I guess his wrist would be. Is he like freezing cold?
Who?
The
corpse?
corpse.
No, I mean, you just put it down, so...
So it had warm flowing blood.
Yeah, blood in air quotes. It's probably oozing some kind of black viscous, you know?
Thing you put in your drink.
I'm gonna look over at the paunch belly and look over at Lewis and say, I'm pretty sure we know where our mark is. I'm gonna flick the belly.
I'm not digging to that to confirm.
No, I have no intention of doing it either. But yeah, I'll do a notice check as well.
For what?
I'm looking for signs to see where he's been. I mean, is it barefoot or is it clothed?
Oh, it's naked, but doesn't have any, like, genitalia. It doesn't have a gender.
Sure. I'm just wondering if it's got like dirt on its feet or
Okay, yeah. No,
it smells a certain way.
I mean, it doesn't... Okay, we'll make a notice check. Let's do that.
dead body.
Yeah, alright, so you succeed. I suppose it'd probably have dirt on its feet and hands, you know, like underneath its toenails and fingernails, but, you know, it's not like dirty. Thank you. And
No splinters of wood or anything like that.
no, I mean, if you're wondering about, going through the window and making that mark, that was possibly
I was
like a week ago. So
more worried about it, like punching its way through its coffin, and if it had like something shoved under its nails or
oh
anything.
yeah, no, you don't find any wood like that. Any
Yeah.
splinters or chips.
I like some
Other than
chips.
being covered in poor Jade's blood, it looks pretty clean.
And do we know how it got in? Is the window open?
The window is not open.
It just walked in here. As hard to believe as it might be, I think this is like a walking chameleon. Change colors, kind of
There's
suck
no-
that in, or look at the gut. I think this thing eats things and tends to be them.
And pretends to be them?
Right. Costume, like it wears them or something.
Okay, so that would be an interesting hypothesis.
Well, it was bashing on that pretty hard. I'm gonna look over at the bed again.
That would explain how it got in here without any signs of
So, Mad
struggle
Dog,
or
where are
people.
Mad Dog was really looking to check out, but he'll
I'm sorry,
play
what?
along, and I say he was looking to check out, but he's gonna play along and just basically just I don't know, watch the stairs, like watch
Make sure no one comes
anybody
in the
tryna-
room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Carry on in the room.
So, okay, let's assume your hypothesis is right, Decker. So this thing eats people, transforms into them, and finds its next victim to do the same thing. So it was hidden as Mr. Shine. We could assume that Mr. Shine is dead. I don't want to tell that to the wife. And then it was gonna take over this lady here. I don't remember her name. Sorry, Miss. Dead Miss. So... Now, that does not tie in with the feline tracks we found. That does not tie in with the burning we found either. I'm wondering.
Well, it's obviously a pretty messy process.
Also, Decker, when you made your knowledge occult roll last session, you explained that the hungry ghost creature that you remember had the ability to shapeshift into a tiger-like creature in addition to other forms.
Oh, I explained that again. Should have remembered, Lewis.
True, but does that thing, and I'm gonna kick the dead body, fit the description of the fiery ghost?
Hungry ghost, and yes.
Yes.
Hungry ghost, sorry.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Straight out of the books, other than dying as if it were made of spongy food.
Okay, so then... I'm assuming that after eating its victims, it eventually regurgitates the bone, which then gets trashed and burned.
Well,
And if
it
that
was
thing
eating
had-
Jade's squishy parts, not her bones.
Yeah, but still, that gets rid of the bones. And I'm assuming that if this thing was slightly intelligent, which needed it to be able to talk to people and get in here, that would explain how it tried to get rid of the evidences. Well, if this all makes sense, we could have figured out the case. Now the question is,
Who's going to believe us?
Yeah, who's going to believe us? And on top of that, we do not really have any proof of the disappeared people.
Hey, what? You and Lewis can hang out here. Me and Gwen will go get the marshal, the sheriff,
Okay.
and we'll just bring him here and show him.
Okay, prepare him mentally.
I will do my best.
Oh, and
But that's also why I'm bringing Gwen.
yeah, and could you do a favor for me?
I will try.
Yeah, knowing him, he had some tendencies to think I was an evil maniac, I guess, from what he learned from me. So, could you please, if he asks, tell him that it's definitely not me that has a part in that? I was with you the whole time, right? So,
Sucking that the police here think that you're a crazy person.
well, him, the police, I guess, don't really care, but him, he believes that my own beliefs make me special, and he might think that I was part of this since I came into town and this happened. So,
I see. Yeah, and I'll wink and say, "I got your back, buddy."
yeah. Well, I don't think he'll ask, but if he does, please cover me.
Natasha, a thumbs up.
And I'm gonna look around for somewhere to sit. The floor is disgusting with a dead body, and the bed is disgusting with a dead body. So I'm like, eh. I guess there's probably a table to do makeup at. I'm gonna sit on the stool.
So, Gwen,
Yes.
coming with me, and you're gonna help me prep the
Well, I don't-
lawman.
I don't even
for,
know if this is something mystical. I'm sure there's a logical explanation for it.
And well, I'm sure there is. We still have
Uh.
to prepare him for what he's gonna see, and
The horror?
Did you take
Right.
Doubting Thomas? Was that what you're
I
playing?
did.
You did?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. I'm trying my best to play. You know.
I
I mean,
dig.
I don't know how you like can see something like that and be like, no, it's totally something else. But I'm
Well-
probably gonna use drugs a lot.
Yeah,
So,
I mean that.
use drugs.
That's what I do, right? Not
A
really.
lot of people like that are.
Rip.
as we're walking past G. Willis, we let you know that we're bringing the marshal, and we'll be right back.
Man. And just looks away. And then he pulls out a cigar. Oh yeah. Yeah, he pulls out a cigar.
And we walk off and forget the marshal.
All right. So it's just after sundown, and so you guys are just gonna be crossing the street, and that's the marshal's office. Since it's just after sundown, his doors are still open.
Is the marshal dead too?
The marshal is not dead.
Oh, okay.
Walk in there and tip my hat and say, "Pulling a late shift tonight?"
And he kind of looks at you as he's like sorting through some things on his desk. He closes a drawer and he says, "Actually, I was about to call it a night. What can I do for you? You guys solve the case?"
Well, you're gonna wish you had called it a night about 15 minutes early, but... Well, I can tell you that you're gonna have to see this to believe it.
All right.
And then I'm gonna hold my hand up and say,
Is this a fighting
"Marshal,
situation?
Really? Sorry?
Is this a fighting situation?
Only if you mean you're gonna have to fight to hold back your lunch from earlier today."
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, let's get going. Spence, you hold down the fort. Do I need a horse or?
No, it's just this way. I'm gonna point out
grabs his
across the
duster.
street.
Throws his arms to the duster. He's got his pistol holstered, you know, and he just like puts on his hat and he's like, "Well, let's go," and he marches out the door.
Duster man.
Start coming out as well, and we follow him on either side.
All right.
I start motioning him over and I tell him, "Now, I'm not from around here, but I've heard tales out from where I'm from. The usual type of things that go on out here. So if you can explain this to us, prefer it."
All
Walk
right.
him up. Walk him past Mad Dog. Show him the room.
Okay. Yeah. He kind of nods to Mad Dog, and he walks in the door, and he just kind of deadpan look on his face. And after a beat, he's gonna just kind of start slowly nodding, and a grimace begins to form across his bearded face, and he's gonna look to each of you like, "All right," and he's like, "What the hell am I looking at?"
As a native here, we were hoping you could tell us.
Oh, Jesus. He kneels down, looks up at he kneels down over the body, looks over at the bed where Jade is, looks down at the body, and he kind of pushes his thumb up against the rim of his hat, tilting it backwards. And he's just like, "It's one of them transients. It's gotta be. Got weird
And what's
ears,
that?
weird eyes. Must be from out east, you know? Some weird things
I
going
knew
on
there was a logical
in
explanation.
them China regions, you know?" He stands up and kind of puts his hands on his belt, resting on his hips, and he goes, "Yeah, it's one of them strange Chinese fellers."
I'm gonna kind of furrow my brow and then cock an eyebrow and look over at him.
I'm just
Say-
gonna peek in there and be like, Marshall, I'm a drifter, and I'm not gonna lie, I have met some Chinese. This isn't Chinese.
I'm gonna kind of scratch my head and look at the marshal and say, "How often do you see these Chinese come through here?"
Well, them China folk usually travel along the that northern railroad. What's it called? Something to do with the dragon. They don't usually come in on the bayou, but it ain't unheard of. I'm sure we got a few Chinamen out in them tents around town. Yeah,
kinda
yeah.
look-
This must be one of the, he probably down on his luck. Fell into a coal mine. That's why his skin's all funny. Went all rabid.
gonna-
Started eating folk. That's what it was.
I'm
Dicker?
gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna start.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna look at everybody and start nodding. Kind of making eye contact and say, "So, I can understand. It's a good thing we came to you right away, Marshall. I would have had such trouble trying to figure out because I just do not understand. But this is sufficient as per solving the case and the reward that we talked about."
Well, where's the other three?
I'm gonna point to the large, bulging stomach of the creature. Say he's been at it for a while.
He whistles. You got proof, I imagine?
Well, we wanted to leave that to the expert because we didn't want to. I believe when we look at Gwen, you're pretty smart. You said we didn't want to contaminate the evidence. We should leave it to the marshal, right? Like that was his job. It was just our job to find it.
Oh,
Is that right,
I
Gwen?
ain't cutting up no
Yeah.
corpse.
Well, if it helps with the proof, we do believe, I'm gonna look at Decker. I think there's one at Mr. Shine's house. Mrs. Shine house, right?
Oh yes, the charred skull in their trash bin.
And it's probably burned by now because it's been a few days already. But if you might get a luck if you dig at the trash deposit place. There was another dead body that we're sure was brought there, but sadly, if it's been burned for days, it's probably gone already.
Okay, let me put this all together. So you're saying this
Chinaman.
Chinaman came in on them railroad, fell down a coal mine, went crazy, and then has been roaming the streets eating folk and burning their bones.
Yes.
That
Well-
sounds like an excellent theory, Marshall.
Yeah, I believe he was hiding the evidences.
That was
He's
Indian in there,
completely
too, who
wide-eyed.
probably helped out.
He's not in disbelief, but he's also in kind of just like this like he thinks he's dreaming kind of look.
Hmm?
Hey, no screaming. No screaming. You get to be on Daddy's lap, but you can't scream. All right.
Well, that's an interesting point of view there.
Okay, I handed him off to his mom. All right. Where was? Oh yeah, so he's just kind of like trying to make sense of all this, and he goes, "Yeah, Cannibal Chinaman. They got that problem down in California. Yeah. He's just like he's looking at you like, right, guys?
And
There's some odd folks out there.
I'm nodding my head and saying your supervisor will be so proud that you brought this menace to justice.
I just look away and I just keep smoking my cigar.
I've seen a man eat fire, so at this point, anything's believable.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I don't want the folk getting all in a panic like.
Of course.
So we ain't gonna show them. And then he just kind of points a finger at the hungry ghost. He's like, we ain't gonna show him none of that. But I trust you boys did your due diligence and you did catch it in the act. He looks over at Jade and you can see him kind of like wrench a little bit. You know, he kind of one hand moves to his stomach. So here's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say that we're gonna tell them the truth. We're gonna omit some details. We're gonna say a homeless man came in on the bayou, turned to cannibalism, started eating folk. No, damn, that's too fucking scary. Oh shit, I wouldn't want to say that.
No.
We'll just say that some crazy man came in and started killing people. There you go.
And then while he was on the run, you gunned him down on the outskirts of town, and that's why there's no body to show for it.
Right. He held up in a shack, and when he realized there was no way out, he burned the shack down himself, killed himself.
There you go. That sounds excellent, Marshall.
Yeah, there we go. Now I'm glad we came to the bottom of this here crime.
Solving a mystery is always worthwhile.
Best damn detectives I've ever seen in my life.
Well, all right then. I'll get Spence. We'll get rid of this here body. Since Jade's, well, almost intact, I'll give her over to the funeral home.
As long as you wrap it up in sheets and throw it in the back of the late night waste collector's cart over there behind the Soiled Dove's palace back that way, he'll take it, no questions asked.
We'll
He's
do
done
it
it
discreet
already.
like. I believe I promised you folks some money.
I believe there was an agreement.
Well,
That
give
would
me
be
the
nice.
night to take care of this mess, and you come by the office first thing in the morning, and me and Spence will settle up. And he's still got
Certainly,
this
sir.
wide-eyed, mystified look on his face this whole time, just completely dumbfounded. Now you took less than a week, but we'll give you a full week's policeman pay, and maybe a little bit
Oh, thank
extra
you.
for your discretion.
Of
Uh,
course.
Also, for your own information, we'll leave you to deal with it. But I believe Miss Shine lost her son and her husband. So,
Well, that's a damn shame. I'll take care of it.
not sure how. Yeah,
I'm
not
sure
how
you
to
will.
announce that.
Is there still enough time to work tonight?
Are you sure you're like willing to work tonight after what you just saw?
Yeah, you just got scared. Remember
you
You're
got, like,
just
a-
got a
Oh,
phobia.
yeah.
Major phobia,
Hated.
which I don't
I
really.
don't know. I mean, I'm
Wait.
awfully greedy.
We do need to talk about your major phobia. I'm kind of disillusioned with the fright table. Now there is a supplement that's fairly cheap out there that increases the amount of things that can happen when you get afraid to a D100, I believe. And I think I'm gonna switch to that once I fork up the cash to buy it.
How
What's
much
it
is
called?
It's like less than $4. I just have to go over there and buy it, really.
it? Oh, you want the physical version?
No. It's only on PDF, but I just have to log in and do it. I don't want to do it right now because we're playing. And I
Yeah.
wasn't able to do it I have to clear it with my wife, Anytime
No,
we
we
spend
hear you.
money on non-essentials. Anyway,
Ow, $4.
Hey man, you
when
gotta
you-
account for your shit.
when you have a kid, $4 is a lot of money.
I'm just saying, like, I fully expect Catfish to come home and buy random vehicles and property.
Oh my
and
god.
all
Okay,
kinds
but
of
anyway,
random stuff.
Definitely.
Well, different strokes and all that. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm reading Phobia, and I read over it over the weekend, and I don't really know how to apply an irrational fear to what you encountered, because I believe encountering a creepy monster eating someone is a totally rational fear, as opposed to an irrational fear. so I don't really know how to give you a major hindrance. So I'm just gonna put a pin in that. You know, you already got the
Make
penalties
girls.
during the action
The
itself.
fight.
Right.
And it's only when I come up against something like that, right? So,
Well, it's just kind of silly, you know. It's just a little silly. I mean, I could say like you have a major phobia for this specific creature, but that's just kind of like, I don't know.
Hello,
It's just kind of.
hello specific.
I mean, we'll do that until I get the other. How about that? So you get to know the actual name of the creature because I'm going
What's
to
the
give
name
you.
of the book?
Okay, so you're gonna get Gwen. You ready?
1 second. Get to the right page. Okay, so it's a phobia.
Phobia major, and the monster associated with it is a Gaki. Gaki.
Oh, makes me think of a lizard.
That's a gecko.
G-A-G-I? Gaki?
Gaki.
There you go.
K-I.
Like that.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
How dare you? I believe it's just called fear effects. Let me actually look it up. Yeah, it's just called fear effects. I'll try to find it on drive-thru. Again, I don't think we need to worry about it right this instant. I don't want to eat up time. Maybe I'll look at it during our first break, which is coming up.
Okay, and then I'll buy it for you.
All right. It's $4.
Okay,
I'm pretty
moving
sure I
on.
can handle it. Thanks, though. What were we talking about? Okay, so we're gonna do some fast forwarding here. So you guys help him so that he can get spent and get the body squared away, and then each of you are gonna go to your respective locales to crash. Now, remind me, what was Mad Dog's sleeping arrangement?
Oh, that was just, I feel like that. Anywhere in the street.
Right. All right. So he's just finding a place.
Camping out in a nice dark place where he won't get easily robbed.
That's an oxymoron.
Well, you can just
I
go
mean,
outside of
hell, I got
town,
no-
find a nice,
Right.
comfortable rock.
Yeah, that's
All right.
about how I do
I
it.
mean, just like a nook.
So the next morning, you guys head to the marshal's office, and at some
Oh,
point during
damn
this
it.
day, you guys are going to what am I trying to say here? You guys are going to head to the marshal's office, but eventually, okay, I remember what I was going to say. So eventually, you guys are going to hear around town that the murders have been solved, and yeah, and it's the story that you and the marshal came up with.
Yay.
Should became a journalist.
People
Reveal the
live in
truth.
ignorance and they are happy. World continues to turn.
So just for reference, we started the campaign on July 16th, so that'll make it July 18th, 1879. And I've added a calendar to your journals if you guys want to keep up with the date.
Excellent. And then has it been more than 9 hours since our engagement?
Yeah, you guys are freshen up. So anyway, at the marshal's office, he's gonna give you all your pay. Now, he was originally gonna give each of you $15, but for your discretion, he's gonna throw in an extra $5. So everyone, you get $20.
Cool.
Where do you guys put your money under?
Under
Equipment?
money.
Money.
Yeah, this is money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
under rank. And wild die. Under demographics. On the first page.
You know what's crazy? According to this conversion that someone whipped up, $20 in 1879
okay.
is equal to $380 today.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's probably about right.
That's pretty accurate.
That's crazy, man. Inflation.
Right?
Hmm.
A dollar's a dollar's a dollar.
I can't get a job.
Get a job. Alright, so I assume at least one of you, Gwen, go back to your daily routine after this. And the three of you, well, you guys need to make some kind of living.
Heh.
Now, I will remind everybody that this is an adventure, role-playing game. So
Oh, sure. No, I
I
got
will
you.
eventually
I got you.
steer you guys in the direction of forming a posse. So, to that end, Gwen, even if you're damn good at your job, which your character is, it is not the aspiration of young women in this time period to be a prostitute for the rest of their lives.
They want to be the head prostitute.
Not only that,
Right?
but age takes it all.
Well, I was hoping to talk
Hey.
to Mad Dog and Lewis after Gwen had left.
Wow. All right.
Well, she said she was walking off, right?
Well, I'm not really. We're not really in a scene right now. I'm just talking.
Oh,
Talking like you guys got your money. Everything's settled down. So it's about
Sure.
We can even go to the next day if y'all want. Or how much time do you guys want to pass before Decker, you try to meet up with everybody? Do you just
Oh.
that night, or are you gonna wait till the next day?
I mean, just before everybody. I mean, I don't know what everybody's plans are after getting paid, so I was hoping to grab them before everybody walked off because I don't know if I am going to see them again.
Sure. Okay. So you
I'll
guys
go
get your
for it.
$20, and Decker, you're like, hey guys, you want to do a late breakfast down at one of the saloons, or even a restaurant? I'm sure they have restaurants somewhere on this kind of. I think saloons kind of qualify.
Yeah,
Question mark?
dude, I'm sure somebody's got one of those little like shacks thrown up in the middle side of a street somewhere, just cooking
Yeah, yeah.
breakfast.
Oh, the funny thing is, I don't think I've
An establishment that provides food for currency,
Right. Preferably cheap.
preferably on the
Whichever
cheap.
thing.
Yeah. All right, so you
Yeah,
guys
I mean,
want to head there.
so-
Let's just to keep the party going for a little bit longer. Why are you on that monitor? Why do you gotta be like that? All right, so
I'm a whore.
yeah. You
So-
guys,
So, okay, we meet up for breakfast.
yeah, you guys
Yeah.
find a
Yes.
table. All right, so a cheap breakfast is 25 cents.
I'm too poor.
We know how much money you have at least. Don't play.
Fucking. Oh, there it is. Breakfast. Oh yeah, it is 25 cents because half. Yeah.
I just bought my
Um,
breakfast.
Me
You
too.
know what? I got paid, so I just get the regular breakfast, not cheap. 50 cents.
You're like your finest slabs of pork.
So, let's just clear the air here. Mad Dog, I appreciate your candor earlier, but I need you to recognize not everybody realizes what you realize. That being said, I think there's some serious money to be had here, and I believe that while I've worked with Lewis before, I think you guys are trustworthy. And I think if we can convince that Gwen lady that spreading her legs for the desert wind isn't the best way to live her life,
Oh, is Gwen not there?
we got. No. I was waiting because she went and walked off to go do her night job that night.
Oh, but this is breakfast.
Oh, we waiting until night? Yeah, we're doing it now.
Oh,
Like,
right.
we're-
Okay. Well, I just wanted to talk to the guys first. Yeah. The whole,
Oh,
this
okay,
is just
so-
meant to be with the guys.
Gwen is chatting up somebody that's a potential client at the bar. That way she's off screen. Is that cool with you, Gwen?
Sure.
That's totally fine.
Okay. She's doing the Old West equivalent of giving someone a business card.
Very well.
All right,
Keep
so
going.
Decker, continue. I just wanted to clear that.
Oh. But what was painfully obvious to you, Mad Dog, couldn't see. And that was obvious to you, it was obvious to me, it was obvious to Lewis. So her, we're gonna have to ease into it. But with her as our smooth talker, I think if you're ready to get your elbows dirty in something that most people aren't ready to see, I think there could be a lucrative partnership here.
that it?
Yeah, no.
Well, I was gonna pause and let somebody else talk.
Honestly, I do not have much lined up outside of this. I was supposed to meet with my friend Jeremiah, who I assume I will not find anymore. May his soul rest in peace. And so at this point, I was probably just gonna do like the same thing I did before we met the first time, Decker, which was hunt for those weird occurrences and try to explain them or figure out what, like, are they actual special occurrences or just some China crazy man that fell into a mine. See what I mean?
I know that nobody here at this table believes that that was a Chinaman.
Yeah, that was a joke. But so my point is, if you guys want to group up and maybe work together, because obviously 4 people is better than a single. I believe I could definitely like this idea, travel along you guys.
What do you think, Mad Dog?
Gonna sit here and let you finish. I'll tell you what I think when you're done.
Well, I'm done, and I believe Decker's done.
Not you. Are you done, Decker?
Oh, I mean, I would like some input. Just because that is pretty much my sales pitch to you right now.
Scratches his chin. It's probably stubby now since he hasn't got a haircut. I need a haircut. Ooh, well, I'm a man of odd jobs, and there's no secret to it. I'm a drifter. I like to travel. Sounds like what you want to do is long term of a job, and I rarely take those. And not just that, I have a issue with groups. Not so much you guys, it's just something in the way I work that causes problems for other people. Not really sure I want to let you guys even know about that anyway. Plus, I do have a other issue I kind of want to handle. There's another reason why I even came to this backwater town. But I guess don't rule me out of it. If it includes travel and not staying in one place forever, I may be up for it. But it's something I might have to think about.
I'll shrug, palm up, and look at you and say, I'm sure whatever it is we're trying to do is going to take us from this place, so travel, I can almost promise you. As for anything else, I promise you equal share of everybody who travels with us. We all fight for what we keep. And, like I said, split it 4 ways. Other than that, try to figure out what the hell is going on out here.
And to be fair, Mad Dog, even though you say you have your own ways of dealing with stuff, your own ways of working with stuff, I believe that at this table we all do. I'll leave it at that.
I'll smirk.
But I do not think that either of us is blue blood or fresh blood in these matters.
It's not, but I'm not gonna put my paw. I'm just gonna kind of interrupt you. It's not a problem of being new. You know what?
No, he said blue,
It's not
like
that-
blue-blooded.
It doesn't matter. I really don't care what he said. That's not the issue. There's a reason why I travel alone. I've been doing this since I was 18 years old. Give 2 shits about experience. As long as you can shoot a gun or apparently throw a card, kill somebody with it, I don't care. But I have an issue with groups. And there's a reason why that I don't feel like telling, and that's why I told you I'll think about it.
Well, no need to pressure you, especially
Nope.
if you're in bad with groups. I believe that putting shackles on you and bringing you along, dragging you on the floor via chain is not gonna help your love of groups.
Alright, are you guys
Of
ready
course
for
not.
Gwen to show up with her
Probably
free
won't.
drink? At 10
Oh,
a.m.?
sure, right. But no, I'll just say, yeah, we'll leave it at that and see where it goes. And then, yeah, we'll wait for Gwen to come back.
Yeah, so Gwen, you come up and you take a seat.
I have a free drink. Yay.
Yeah. And it's like 10 in the morning, so everyone's just like, that woman is drinking at 10 in the morning. Those people
Probably
that are
keep it
actually
stable.
noticing.
People.
You should never
gotta-
cut completely off or get a hangover.
You gotta watch out all the.
You gotta stay level.
So, how much would it be for a drink, Jakin?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm sure this handy dandy chart will tell me.
Probably like a nickel.
That doesn't
well,
really
I think
say
it's
about
$1.
liquor.
But I think it's in the player's guide.
Yeah, it's in the player's guide. I believe it was like $1.
Holy shit.
Well, for a coffee, it's like 25 cents. I don't
Yeah,
see
no,
liquor.
an alcoholic drink is $1. I believe a pint is $1. I think.
Wait, I thought you could eat for 25 cents.
A beer glass is 5 cents.
Haha.
5
was right.
cents.
I was right.
I mean, come on, like, drinks weren't quadruple.
Yeah, back then,
what-
drinks
Right.
were free shit. Some
But
of them were
then,
good.
anyway, so I'll get myself a drink and, here, you know, as Gwen's sitting there drinking, and I'll throw her this idea after she's got like a little buzz going on.
Fuck,
For
5
her early
cents. I'll
morning
get
drink.
one too.
Oh, you think one drink will do that?
I was gonna say,
Jeez.
at least you'd have to feel something, man. Like at least a twinge or a moment of relaxation. I don't know. God, your liver. But so Gwen, you ever think about leaving this place?
Well, I've thought about traveling a bit. You know, I don't like to stay in one place for too long. Get what I can and then leave.
Well, just I mean, seeing what we did here for this town, and as it is, y'all are pretty much the closest thing to friends I've found since I've left home. I was thinking we could maybe make something out of it. Go
Are you
around for
sure?
a bit, see where it takes us, make some money on the side.
Mad Dog.
Liquor.
Mad Dog, when he says friends, Mad Dog puts air quotes.
And Louis gonna smirk and say, Decker, you sure you couldn't make any friends anywhere else with a face like yours that only a mother could love?
It happens to be the cards that make them not enjoy me. But I haven't played with any of you yet except her, and
Speaking
I went
of
easy
cards.
on her. So,
I reread the rules. We did that wrong.
oh, did we?
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's okay. Well, it was a trial and error.
It was a little weird.
But anyway, so what do you say?
Well, you see, I don't come cheap. So,
How many jokes I want to make?
but I reckon if we can make sure it's worth all of our whiles, then I would see no problem in that. But every once in a while, I may want to stay in a town a little bit longer, see if I can't make some extra cash.
What you do in your spare time is up to you, but
I'm glad you say that. I hope you won't judge what I do in mine.
I'm gonna toss an eyebrow over to Lewis and then back over to Gwen and let my head kind of like, you know, be like a little double take between the two of you. Say,
I wink and oh, sorry.
oh no, go on.
I was gonna say I would wink at him and say we all have our kinks.
Right. Great. This is
That's-
working out exactly as I had planned.
That's definitely a 19th century term.
But
Whatever the terminology for that would be. I mean, I'm sure
wrinkles. We all have our wrinkles.
there's wrinkles.
It's because she come from the feud.
we all have our unfolded linen.
Unfolded linen.
Did I roll it back a little too far with that one?
I'm sure there is some.
I'm gonna have
slang.
someone say that later on.
I was just
That's gonna be our
much for
thing.
slang.
Unfolded linen. Unfolded linen.
Right.
Yeah,
But
go back over.
yeah, Gwen. I mean, but at least you already know what we're about. And if you had to leave with anybody, better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
true.
Think about it, but you have until we either get tired of this place or the fates decide otherwise.
Holy shit! I looked for something in the glossary and it was actually in the glossary. It was the first time for everything.
Oh,
GG.
In any case, Decker, whatever happens here, you can count me in.
Excellent, Lewis. I'm sure this will be quite entertaining, like our time in the circus.
Yes.
Alright. So you guys have agreed to go on adventures together. Is that what I'm gathering?
Well, there's Mad Dog who's
Yeah.
being a little bit
Except for Mad Dog.
The
Damn it.
rest,
you go.
yes.
Why you gotta
He
be
might
like
just
that?
happen to be going the same way as us.
Gotcha. This is the wrong PDF. There we go. Really? Alright. Alright. So in that case, you guys are probably going to be keeping your ear to the ground, looking for opportunities.
Oh, let me do something real quick. It's daytime, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like 10 a.m., like I said.
Okay, yeah. Mad Dog, remember we finished our breakfast, goes to the marshal's office, if he's even there.
Well, yeah.
And go in like, howdy, Marshal. How's that China man doing?
He just kind of looks both ways and like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, he's dead and buried, or, you know, he burned to death. Wink.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Just
say
wanted to
wink.
mess with you a little. Oh, I hope not. That's a little awkward. I'm just gonna step up to him and say, well, I'm not really asking about that. Pretty sure I made it known to everybody else. I'm a drifter. Not gonna really even get into that, but
Yeah, you keep mentioning it.
yeah, it's always fun. There's a reason why I came into this town, and usually, well, always looking for work, but this time, I'm looking for some people. 2 people.
2 people, huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting you should say that.
Got any, well, might as well just drop the names. You ever heard of the 2 people called Alvin and Clarence? Any name drops of them or anything like that?
Alvin and Clarence? Well,
Yeah.
there's a lot of folk to come through Tombstone. I don't have to tell you that. There's so many people here, we don't keep track of none of them. But as far as the residents of this here town, I do not recall the name. You can head down to the town hall, ask the county clerk, see if she can pull up any records, births, and all that. But if you're looking for drifters such as yourself, I happen to have received a rumor that 2 ornery-looking drifters just showed up in the town of Bisbee, south in the county.
Bisbee?
That's right.
Alright. Well, Sheriff, that's,
About 30 miles south if you go through the mountains, or you can take the train there. It's the end of the line going south.
well, that went a lot easier than I thought. Not that it was supposed to be complicated.
Well, I
thank
can't.
you.
I can't promise you these are the folk you're looking for. But I tell you what I heard.
Yeah, no. I definitely need to find these 2 men. But, thank you again. And I actually will go ahead to the town hall see if I can get some more information.
Well, I hope you find what you're looking for. But just remember, stay within the law, son.
Always. When it's nighttime, it's always free to have some fun. Goodbye.
Gives you a weird look as you walk away. All right, what are the rest of you doing?
I am going. Sorry. Go on.
No, I don't have an idea. Go ahead.
Got some.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna pause this right here. We're about an hour in,
Sure.
so we're gonna take a
Okay.
5-minute break. So we'll reconvene 20 after.
Then
Sure.
I'm gonna have to help my girlfriend with the groceries here in a minute. But it'll be quick.
Okay, well, hopefully it'll happen.
No. Yeah, right. But I'm saying even when it does, like it'll just be for like a minute or two. You guys will be able to keep going. I'm just
Yeah,
letting
we'll
you know
figure
it's
out
gonna
what the other two are doing. Okay, so we're gonna take a 5-minute break,
Word.
and we'll come back.
Gotcha, bye.
5-minute break.